1670s, which I am in favour of. If it's accompanied by political education, which we don't have a lot of at all, because it doesn't really behoove the government to have a politically engaged youth, especially not this government, believe me. Actually, this government, the Conservative Party, before the election, they snuck in very quietly a piece of legislation that meant, so previously, when you're a student in a different town, you would automatically be registered to vote in your university town, so you wouldn't have to go home to vote. And they very, very quietly snuck in a piece of legislation that changed that, so you had to specifically register. And that wasn't reported at all, so a lot of students turned out to vote, and they weren't on the list, and they couldn't vote, and they missed the deadline.
That was sneaky.
Yeah. Well, this government has nothing to gain from young people's votes, believe me.
Oh, no.
They're very unpopular.
Neither does ours.
Yeah, they're unpopular young people. One of the I started writing. I only got politicised in 2010, as I said, and I only started writing political songs then. And then, you know, everything was kicking off in 2010. You know, we had like Occupy Wall Street, and then out of that we had our, you know, we had Occupy London as well, and we were marching and going on demos every day. And I was like, well, you know, this is it. We're going to be the generation that changes the world. And it turns out that we weren't the first generation to think that. So I learned. And around about that time,
we're sitting here.
I know. And around about that time, my mum said to me, "Oh, I really like your protest songs, but I hope that you never stop writing love songs." And the next time I sat down to try and deliberately write a love song, it ended up being called Maggie Thatcher's Dream. In case I haven't given away my position already, it's not a love song about her. But I was living with someone that I loved very much, and I was working in a students' union bar. And my job was, I was working in the nightclubs section of the bar, and my job was to crawl around on my hands and knees picking up discarded plastic glasses. And I would do that until 5 a.m. for minimum wage.
Oh my God.
And I wrote a song about capitalism while I was doing that. And it's not awfully pro-capitalism either. So this is a song about love and the economy and the inevitable relationship between the two things. And it goes like this. I could forgive you if you thought you've been sold short. I'm a bad investment of the RBS sort, working around the clock to try and raise my stock. Do you regret getting in my boat when we're trying to stay afloat and I've the buoyancy of a northern rock? When I looked at the big picture, saw the rich getting richer. When I tried to play the long game, I was on the losing team. Can I be so middle class and still end up on my ass? Is this an economic nightmare or just Maggie Thatcher's dream? There's not enough money in the bank, not enough petrol in the tank. And when this month's overdraft fees are gonna bring me to my knees, I got the city boys' bonuses to thank. Another charge to the list, another direct debit missed. And when the latest petrol prices fuel my private credit crisis, so I know this ain't no way to exist. But when I looked at the big picture, saw the rich getting richer. When I tried to play the long game, I was on the losing team. Does my whole life just amount to what's in my bank account? Is this my credit rating nightmare or just a capitalist's dream? When greed and ambition went and formed a coalition, no such thing as big society and no one on my team. When there's no one left to vote for, are we all in the same boat? Or is that just a crazy optimist singing? socialism's dream. And I know you'd live with me, my darling, in a cardboard box, but I'd rather build you a castle with doors and locks. Something to own, something to call our home, foundations made of stone. And I almost had it, you know. But when I looked at the big picture, saw the rich getting richer. When I tried to play the long game, I was on the losing team. Can I be so middle class when I can't afford the gas? Is this my economic nightmare or just Maggie Thatcher's dream?